And what are we starting with tonight?
Oh, but the first topic is season passes. Are they good or bad?
All right, so this is not one of the things where we're going to immediately have an answer. I do have a very strong opinion on this topic. Oh, hey, it is so good to see you, Lunchbox. Thank you so much for the compliment. You the best too, man.
I'm so glad to see you again, Lunchbox. It's been a while.
So for those of you who don't know, the difference between a season pass and a DLC are a season pass is a bunch of DLCs packaged into one price that are released over time.
I see BG's opinion. Season passes, burn, burn, burn.
That's right. Let's bring up the screen here. Let's bring it up.
Okay.
All right. So this is by a site called Make Use Of. I don't really follow them, but they have a pretty good article here on why you shouldn't pay for season passes or DLC.
Right.
I do want to say that the opinion of this article writer is not necessarily our opinion, but we are going to use them as a reference point.
So let's dig into it.
Right.
What are season passes? What are DLCs? Well, he defines that pretty well.
Yeah, like I said.
In the article. It's pretty standard, as Steele said.
Yeah, if you don't know what a DLC is, it's downloadable content. If you don't know what a season pass is, it's a bunch of those over time, hopefully.
Right. So,
hopefully good stuff.
Well, we can only hope it's good, right?
Yeah, we can only hope it. But what this particular article goes into are the negatives, and I see Burke is already jumping ahead.
And Burke is right. Yes, that's one of the negatives.
That is definitely one of the negatives. And of course, DLC can encompass everything from full downloadable content, which is extra content.
Hey, Murda!
Hey, Murda, good to see you, my man. To the hated microtransactions.
Oh gosh, the microtransactions.
Which Studio Blue hates them.
Right. But that's not what DLC is.
Right. Well, that's not what we refer to.
We're not referring to that.
We refer to DLC more as, parts of the game that add additional content, expansion packs, basically.
Yeah.
All right. So
this is the author is saying of this article gives his points as to why you should run away from it.
And I literally am watching chat absolutely just throw out everything this article says. So
oh, absolutely.
We can kind of go ahead and not follow the direct format. And you guys are right. When you're paying for DLC, specifically a season pass, you are paying for content that could have been released ahead of time.
Yeah.
Could have been part of the base game.
Content that probably should have been part of the base game, but no, you're paying extra money to get it.
Right. It is at that point, you're basically, they're giving you an incomplete game, and then you're paying for the honor of having the full game later on.
Yeah.
Now I want to go ahead and clarify this, because I do feel as a developer that there are parts where a DLC can be useful. And that is when it adds a side content that's not actually a part of the base game that can expand the story once the story has been told. Maybe it's an additional epilogue or a side story that was never dreamt to be part of the original concept at all.
Yeah.
Like let's say, for example, you have a game and it's a complete game, start to finish, and then the fans absolutely ooze over a certain world of the story that's teased to, but not actually given. So you have this underground country that you weren't really planning on going into for this particular game, but your player base absolutely loves it. It's going to be years before your new game is out. Well, releasing a DLC where you go there, that's fine. Like the expansion packs that BG is talking about.
Yeah.
But if it's obviously not a part of the base game, but could have been, like let's say that it's an entire side quest that you need to have in order to get a well-rounded story, or an epilogue.
Oh, an epilogue.
Looking at you, Trespasser, for Dragon Age. Then that's kind of like...
That's really, really sus.
Yeah, that's really
Seriously.
sus.
Yeah.
But we're going a step beyond that. We are going to season passes. And,
Well, I don't want to jump ahead yet.
Okay.
Hang on, because BG has a good comment.
So did Lunchbox, yeah.
Yeah, BG did have a DLC, a strategy guide.
Yeah.
Now that, I think, is a good DLC.
That is a good DLC.
Yeah.
That is a good DLC. I'm going to agree with Lunchbox. Season Pass is a scam.
Yeah.
We'll get to why a little further on. I agree with a lot of the points brought up in this article, but overall, I don't like season passes at all. Good case in point for myself, I love Soul Calibur 6. It's kind of like my guilty pleasure, but I only paid a la carte for a couple of characters, like 2B, etc.
Yeah.
I did not buy their season passes for their extra costumes that they could have included in the base game. I think that's bullshit. I say strongly worded language.
Or as BG points out, paying $3.99 for a fighter in a fighting game.
Right.
Really?
Right.
Uh-huh.
Buy the SB season pass for $99.99. Comes with nothing.
Nothing. Thank you.
Did we say hi? Did we say hi to Murda? If we didn't,
Yes,
hi, Murda.
yes, we did say hi to Murda.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Power to the Murda. But yeah, it's so obviously the first point, you're supporting developers and publishers locking content. So everything we just talked about, when you buy a season pass, you're literally empowering them to do this bullshit.
That's bullshit too.
You're giving
bullshit.
you're giving them the precedent to do it more and more. It is a self-feeding cycle of greed.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Greed.
It really
Absolutely.
honestly is. This one right here, this burns me up. This really burns me up. I've never, ever seen a season pass for any game that I've played where you know ahead of time what you're getting with the season pass. You know, you buy a season pass under the good faith that the developer's going to give you fantastic content, and you get horse armor.
Yeah, it's like a loot box.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, season passes are just like loot boxes. You don't know what you're getting.
They're like loot boxes that are set in stone instead of random, so in some ways they're even worse.
Yeah.
Here's the one everyone brought up earlier. You're paying more for the complete version of a game. Yeah, pretty much.
That's actually really common.
Yeah.
And it is a common complaint we all have with these companies and their DLCs.
Yeah.
They release an incomplete game, an incomplete story, and then you have to pay to see the ending.
Right. Now, I do want to comment on what Lunchbox said about Smash Brothers doing that with DLC, pay for more fighters. While I agree that is shitty, let's say for the sake of saying they didn't know they were going to add a fighter at all into the game.
Okay.
Should they release it as a DLC or should they release it as a free update? That's the question. So, you know, like for example, they included Joker from Persona 5. Should Persona 5's Joker have been a free update? Or should it have been a DLC? That's a really good question.
That's a good question.
You know, that's philosophical. Now, personally, I would like to have seen it as a free update because I like free stuff. I like free stuff and I cannot lie. You other players can't deny. Okay. But I'd like to hear y'all's comment on that. Do you think that stuff like that should be free updates? Because there's nothing wrong with giving away something for free if it brings in more players and brings you in more money.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If we created something and we had free updates that were readily available, it would increase our player base. Look at Phasmophobia. I know we always bring up Phasmophobia.
Yeah, we like it.
We really do, but they actually do a good job of it, where they're releasing new maps and new content and your new characters, new characters, new ghosts.
Yeah, new ghosts.
And you're not paying for it.
No, you're not paying for it.
You're not paying for it.
And Murda has a good philosophy here. When in doubt, free update.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just give it to them for heaven's sakes.
I think
it's a bloody character. It's a skin, whatever.
It's a skin. Thank you. Let's talk about skins, guys. What happens when you release skins for money? Or what was it, 99 cents to change your hair in one of the Dead or Alive games?
Yes.
Holy shit, to change your hair color.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What is it?
You heard that as new goats?
Yeah, new goats. Only the newest, freshest goats. Did that tantalize you? Here's the thing I have. Smash Brothers example, the game already had plenty of content by itself.
Yeah, Smash Brothers had lots of content. There was absolutely no reason for them to do what they did.
There really wasn't. By the way, Lunchbox, if you ever want to play Phasmo, hook us up on Discord. We do play Phasmo quite a bit.
Oh, BG, I remember that. The Atelier Games, 99 cents for a new costume. Really?
That is some hardcore BS. So yeah, had to change the hair color and you had to pay again if you wanted to go back to the old color. I think Jim Sterling had a rant on that.
Oh,
that was
he
delicious.
did. You look it up. Yeah, Jim Sterling had an entire rant on that.
Crazy. So yeah, this right here obviously shows the scamminess of it. Do not pay more for a complete version. So all you developers out there who follow Studio Blue, please do not make your players pay more for content that should have been in your base version.
Yeah, and I see they divided up, you know, here's your standard edition with this. Gold edition has this and this, but Ultimate edition has all this other stuff.
Now,
so you're not paying $70 for a game. You're not.
This right here makes me want to kill everybody right here. This makes me want to kill the entirety of EA. Well, I want to kill EA anyway. Cross-gen bundle. So you're paying to be able to play the game on multiple platforms.
Yeah.
When it has that built in. So this is like multiple platforms, multiple generations. So you buy this and then you can play it on a PlayStation 4, and then later when the PlayStation 5 comes out, you can play it on the PlayStation 5 instead of just automatically upgrading your PlayStation 4
automatic
to PlayStation 5.
Doesn't take that much to put in there.
It is not that hard, guys. Any company that tells you that cross-gen, going from, old gen to next gen is going to cost them a ton of money, all they're doing is just changing how the game renders and how the game allocates the resources. That's it. It's resource allocation. It's not that much. It doesn't cost that much. They can repackage and resell a remastered version of the game on the next gen and make up that cost really fast.
Absolutely.
Case in point. Look at what's happening with, somebody mentioned it. The version of Skyrim that's coming out for the PlayStation 5. Now, it's a meme because there's been a gazillion versions of it. But, it's
the Skyrim Ultimate Final Epic Edition.
Burke brings it up, the whole thing with that game Control, which is actually a very good game, but it's hard to upgrade is full of baloney.
It's baloney.
So, and guys, we're quickly turning this into an anti-industry rant, which is okay, but the point of the matter is that you as developers, please stay away from this. You're developing a game. Don't do this. Just give them the full version of your game, and if you want to do expansion packs
are okay.
Fine,
Expansion packs are fine.
Additional content outside of the base game. And if you want to do a remaster, that's fine too. A group that did it right is Deep Silver.
Oh yeah.
With their the remaster of Saints Row the Third, which is optimized for I think the PlayStation 4. I think. And it's that's okay because what they did was they took an old game and remastered the whole thing, and actually it's beautiful. So they updated it a lot from the ground up, so it was truly a remaster. Right. Which, by the way, if you guys like Saints Row the Third, please get the remastered version. It is amazing.
It's going to the next point in the article, which I think we've
season passes and DLC can play on your patience.
Right, and we talk about the whole fear of missing out, FOMO.
Yes, FOMO.
And they play on that a lot
FOMO.
With these seasons, especially MMOs.
Yeah.
They really play on your FOMO.
Yes, they really do. And whenever you have a season pass, you say exclusive time. You can only buy this season pass between date X and date Y, and you're going to get, this much type of content, 5 expansion packs, 23 skins, and, a brand new slap in the face, and then if you don't buy it, you're going to miss out forever.
You're never going to get them again.
It's FOMO. It's pure FOMO. 100% FOMO. There's no value in it other than making you afraid that if you don't get it right then and there, you're going to miss out on the latest, greatest thing forever, and all your friends are going to tease you in school.
Oh, it's bad.
It is bad. It's really bad. It's emotional. It's emotional social pressure.
So I have an idea here. Just the one.
Okay, just the one. Just the one.
So let's say, just for the sake of saying, you've developed. I'm just going to say an MMO, right?
Okay.
Just because that's easy to pick on.
Yeah.
So Halloween's coming up. So you release Halloween content. Make it free. You release it, and it's only available until Halloween.
Yes.
And then it goes away.
Yes.
But it's freaking free.
Yeah. There you go.
There
you go.
Wow.
There you go. No, Teal's got it. And then you could always bring it back next year. And you make it better and different. Yeah. So their world feels like it's alive.
You have a pumpkin carriage for the first year, and the second year you add rockets onto it.
There you go. Give me my rocket pumpkin carriage. Now, somebody do that. Make Teal happy. By the way, Lunchbox, if you ever want to chat about Skyrim modding, I am the Skyrim mod nut. I'm addicted to it. That aside. So yeah, they are FOMO. 100% FOMO.
And patience, and they're right.
Yeah.
With single player games, it's pretty easy to do this. We do this.
Yes.
We learn. Don't buy things on day one.
Don't.
Wait 6 or 8 months for all the patches to hit and the game to actually be stable. And then go ahead and buy it.
I still haven't played Cyberpunk beyond the first third of the game. I'm still in Act 1.
Yeah, I'm a little bit further along, but I quit playing because of all the issues and bugs. And now that it's all straightened out, I can start over again with a new character, but you kind of have to at this point. Yeah, because the save files I have are all with the bugs and the
Look, I hooked up
the
with
exploding dude. Yeah.
I hooked up with Pan Am. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm gonna go coast off into the Outlands.
So yeah, we're probably gonna start a new character, but
Yeah.
at this point, it is safe to play Cyberpunk. Yeah.
Murdo's got it right. Play it on the PS6. Good idea.
There you go, the PS6.
And I like what Lunchbox says about MMOs. He says the thing in MMOs is one-time content or special items. FF14 just brought back the the 15 crossover, and you're grinding for a flying car. So in some instances, what MMOs will do is they'll bring it up, and you'll have a chance later on to get it, or you only get one shot at it, but you know what you're getting into. But there's a ton of free content that goes along with it. So if an MMO is done properly, those one-time gimmies are not as bad. I still don't like them, but they're not as bad. And I don't play any MMOs.
Not anymore.
We played Elder Scrolls Online for about 2 years.
I think about 2 years off and on, and then we just dropped it.
But we have friends like Fox who religiously play Final Fantasy 14, so they could probably be a little bit more vocal on that. But if you're basically at the end of the day, if you're cheating your players or you're trying to get more money out of your players than your game is actually worth, then you have to ask yourself, is your game really worth what you say it is?